Hi VC, this is Aaron, Methylamare, and today I am going through the Z's in my collection. One of my favorite bands is in this, a few different ones. There's not that many bands, but I got a couple of them that I have a bunch of. So I'll get started off with some Frank Zappa here with Chunga's Revenge. Frank Zappa is an amazing musician, very unique artist, of course. Really killer stuff here. This is a gatefold. Really cool looking in there. Cool gatefold there. And yeah, what can I say? He's just a great musician. Killer stuff. And then I've got some Apostrophe. This is probably the album I know the best by him. It has Don't Eat the Yellow Snow on it. Pretty good record here. Discreet Records. Then I've got some Chic Your Booty. Another gatefold. There's a bunch of his best records I don't have, but this is just the ones I do have here. This is a double record, of course. Got the lyrics, and it's on CBS Records. And then I've got some Zoot Allures. And finally, some Sleep Dirt. That's my Zappa collection. Kind of modest, but I've got a start on it. On Discreet Records there, too. Killer music there. And here's a hard rock band. It's the only one I have by them. I actually had another couple of them. I traded to a friend of mine, but this is Zebra with 3.5. Lyrics on the back, which I always appreciate. Like I've always said, one of my favorite things is sitting there and reading the lyrics along with the music, and you just get to know the record so much better that way. And then some Warren Zevon with Excitable Boy. Great record. Werewolves of London, of course, is on this. And, Excitable Boy is a great song. Warriors, Guns, and Money. Really good stuff here. He's very underrated. Great artist. This is a killer record. It's actually my only Warren Zevon record. But I really like that one. And up next, this is kind of a heavy alternative artist. I really like him. I liked his previous band a little bit better, but I like his solo work as well. This is Rob Zombie, Hellbilly Deluxe. Really killer record here. Of course, it's got, Dragula and Living Dead Girl and Meet the Creeper. Really good stuff. I used to listen to this album a lot on CD, and this is a repress, but it's a really good quality repress. These cool labels there. Yeah, this is a killer record. It's one of his 2 or 3 best solo records, I think. I really love that one. And I also love this one, and this one is an original press here. This is a Hellbilly Deluxe 2. And I like this. This is maybe my favorite. The 2 Hellbilly Deluxes are my favorites he did. This has got Sick Bubblegum and Jesus Frankenstein and What. I really love this on What. Werewolf Baby is really killer. Mars Needs Women. Yeah, he's kind of one of those guys you either love or hate. He incorporates a horror element into his music and all the effects and clips from horror movies he puts in there and makes it really interesting. So yeah, I really like Rob Zombie. And then up next I got some Educated Horses. This is another really good album. It's got American Witch on it and Foxy and really good. Devil's Rejects, Gatefold. Really good stuff here. He's got some good musicians on it in his band as well. John 5 is usually in there. I don't know if he's on this one, but he's a really good guitarist. And then I've got some The Sinister Urge. Another good one. These are all good records. Demon Speeding, that's a great song. Feel So Numb. If you're into horror and hard rock metal, this is your guy here. And this one has a insert here. Pretty cool insert. And Then the vinyl is just black wax. Most of these are black. And I do have a couple of picture discs. One of them's on my wall over there. If I ever do a room tour, I'll show that. And then I've got the Electric Warlock, Acid Witch, Satanic Orgy Celebration Dispenser. It's on a lenticular cover. Pretty cool. Well, this is a really good record. I like this one. I can't show the inside. Pretty good stuff here. Yeah, it's not for... I'd have to, yeah, the inside of it's not for kids, so I don't know if kids watch here, so I won't show it. And I actually have a 10-inch single with the same picture on it. And if anyone knows the record, they'll know what I'm talking about. And then I've got a... This is from a movie that I'll probably put this in my soundtracks as well. This is a 31. But I keep it with my Rob Zombies just because it's very similar. And there's the wax there. And this has, this has everything from, it's got the James Gang with Walk Away. That's great. Leonard Skinner. It's great stuff on here. Some Rob Zombie. Sherry Moon Zombie, his wife, does some stuff. But it's pretty good. Even as the Mamas and the Papas of California Dreamin'. So, I should have just stuck that with my soundtracks probably. And then I've got, this is a double picture disc. I'll show you the actual record. I have the record too, but I've never actually opened that. And then I've got, this is the record. This is a Spook Show International Live double record. That picture disc is the same thing. I just don't have that one hanging for some reason. And there's the, it's a double live record. Got most of his big hits on it. Well, known songs. I don't know how many actual hits he had. A couple, I guess. But really good live record. And the thing I like about this is no overdubs. This is a pure live record. I really like that. I don't mind when they overdub to make it sound good, like Kiss did on the Live, which is a great live record. But I appreciate the raw, no overdub versions as well. And here's a really great band here. This is the only album I have by them. This is the Zombies with Odyssey and Oracle. Really killer album here. Of course, the big, there was a couple, Time of the Season was a huge hit from this. But this whole album's really good. And there's the label there on Date Records. Really great band here. And then up next, I got this. This is the last band I have, but I've got a lot of them because it's been one of my favorite bands since I was a teenager. I grew up, started with their 80s stuff, and went back, and then I fell in love with their 70s albums, which are actually better. So, this is a ZZ Top. ZZ Top's first album. I need a better copy of this. The album sounds good, but the cover's split. But this is a great record. Really killer bluesy, heavy blues rock. Great record. It's got Brown Sugar. It's not the Rolling Stones Brown Sugar. It's Billy Gibbons wrote it. Really great. Swank is on here. That's a great song. Certified Blues. Backdoor Love Affair. This is just great music. Amazing record. And up next, I've actually got my favorite ZZ Top record next. Well, these first four of them are actually my favorite four, along with Eliminator. I love Eliminator too, and I like the other stuff too, but this one here is Rio Grande Mud. It's my favorite ZZ Top record. Second record, killer stuff on this. It's got Francine and Just Got Paid, and Barbecue, and it's just a great record. Cocoa Blue is great. Chevrolet is amazing. Whiskey and Mama, really heavy, bluesy song. And then the slower Sure Got Cold After the Rain Fell. It's a slower, bluesy song. Really killer stuff. I love this record. Rio Grande Mud. And then maybe their most popular of their early 70s records is Tres Ombres, the third record. Amazing record here too. This has always been one of my very favorite ZZ Top records. For a while it was my favorite. It's got, just amazing songs. Waiting for the Bus and Jesus Just Left Chicago. An amazing way to start a record where they blend in together. I love it how when bands do that. Kind of reminiscent of how Queen did with We Are the Champions with We Will Rock You. But this is they did that on this. Really killer. And then Beer Drinkers and Hellraisers is a killer song. LaGrange is on here. And then they even have kind of some gospel influence in this record with Precious and Grace. Have You Heard? You know, then Hot Blue and Righteous. Amazing, amazing record. Just Billy Gibbons is one of the best guitarists of all time, in my opinion. And Dusty Hill and Frank Beard, they've been together, the same lineup the whole time. Great, great, great record. And then here's another amazing record. This is Fandango. And this is their fourth record. And it's one of my favorites as well. Here's the vinyl. And this is really cool because the first half of this is live. And it's an amazing live set they do. I mean, it's just, I mean, they do the medleys of stuff like Thunderbird and Jailhouse Rock. And it's just great. It's amazing live. The drumming on it is just killer stuff. And then the second side, which is studio, if it would have been a full-length studio of all the stuff, you know, like the second side, it might have been my favorite ZZ Top record. It's got Tush on it and Heard It on the X, which is one of their heaviest songs. Another one of their heaviest ones, Nasty Dogs and Funky Kings. That's an amazing song. Balinese is on here, which was, I think they played that song in the movie Dazed and Confused. That's a great song, Balinese. And then Blue Jean Blues, really great, slower tempo blues song on here. And Mexican Blackbird, which I'm not sure. I always thought it was a drummer, Frank Beard, singing that because the voice sounds nothing like Billy Gibbons or Dusty Hill, who often trade off lyrics singing in songs. And I can tell them, and this and one or two other songs they did have a different sounding singer, so I always assumed it was Frank Beard, the drummer, but I'm not positive on that. Great record, amazing. And then up next, I've got the best of ZZ Top. This is the best of from those four records. And this is a great, great compilation. Killer songs on it. You know, Beer Drinkers and Hellraisers, Heard It on the X, Francine, Jesus Just Left Chicago, Tush, Just Got Paid, Backdoor Love Affair, Waiting for the Bus, The Grange, and Blue Jean Blues. Doesn't get much better than that. Amazing songs. Great, great record. And next up was their fifth studio record. And this is Tejas. Amazing record here too. This is kind of an underrated one for them. No one really mentions this as much as the others for great, but this is just as good as those first four. It's Only Love is an amazing song. Dress It for Driving While Blind, that's a very comical and great song there too. And El Diablo's good. You know, $10 Man, great song. Avalon Highway, Asleep in the Desert, how it ends. It's really, it sounds like you're just at nighttime, and it's just great. Very ambient. Sleep in the Desert, great stuff. She's a Heartbreaker, another great one. Killer record. And then up next we got Diguello, another really good one. This is kind of where they started to incorporate a little bit of the synth sound into their music. And this is this is like a bridge record, this and the next one. Up to their 80s stuff. And this is a really good one. This one has the big hit Cheap Sunglasses on it, which is a really good song. I remember when I saw them live, they were selling them at the show. That was actually my third concert with ZZ Top, and it was amazing. They were really good. It was back in the Afterburner tour. And Matic Mechanic is a really different song. That's pretty good. Dust My Broom. You know, I Thank You. That's kind of a big hit. I'm Cheap. I'm Bad. I'm Nationwide. That's a really great song. This is a killer record too. All these records are good. And there's the label there. And then up next we got El Loco, which had two pretty big hits off it. I think this is a little bit weaker all the way through, but it's still got some really strong songs on it. It's got a Pearl Necklace and Tube Snake Boogie, which I really love. Party on the Patio is pretty good. You know, they're all good. It just has a little more of a synth sound, this one does. But it's a really good record as well. And the highlights on this are amazing. It's great. They're all good. And then next up, we've got the amazing Eliminator. This is what first got me into ZZ Top. And they have a synth sound on it, but this is actually the heaviest record they did sounding. It's almost like a hard rock to heavy metal record at times with some of their deep tracks on here. And, you know, that singles Legs and Sharp Dressed Man and Give Me All Your Lovin', those are all really good. And then it's, you know, got Me Under Pressure, which is a great song. Dirty Dog and Bad Girl are as heavy as they've ever been, along with I Got the Six and I Need You Tonight. It's a really good, slower, bluesy one. TV Dinners, I love that video. That's really killer. And Thug is one of my favorites. That's a really different song. Really, it's just, I just love this record. Most people know this one pretty well. And then I also have a Japanese press of it. I'll just leave it here. I don't like to take the Japanese presses out unless I'm listening to them because I don't like to mess with the obi strips. I guess that's redundant because obi means strip, I think, or something like that. So, and then after that, this album actually for a time in my life is my favorite record. This is Afterburner. Love this album too. A lot more synthy sounding, but it's still got some hard rock and stuff on it. You know, Sleeping Bag, Stages, and Rough Boy were the singles, and they're all really good. But, you know, I really like Dipping Low in the Lap of Luxury. That's a great one. Delirious is a hard rocker. Velcro Fly was another single. That's a good one, too. My favorite on here was Woke Up With Wood. I always like the guitar on that. It has a really killer guitar riff in it. And Can't Stop Rockin'. This is still sealed here. Really great record. And then up next I've got the Recycler. Another good record. This has got Give It Up, Burger Man, Double Back, My Head's in Mississippi, which is probably the biggest single, from there. Concrete and Steel. This isn't quite as strong as the two previous records, but it's still really good. I mean, all the ZZ Tops are good. And I'm missing a few from this point on. I'd like to get them all. I really would like to get Antenna. I like that one a lot. And then there's a couple more. But then I don't have anything else until you get to La Futura, which is a great record. This is kind of like, so you take those 70s and 80s sounds and mix them. It's, you know, it's a little more bluesy and raw than their stuff before from El Loco on. Really good record. I was really surprised how good this is. It's on a double vinyl. So it's like 360 gram. Really good. Killer, La Futura. And then last up, I've got ZZ Top, Tonight at Midnight, the Greatest Hits Live around the world. Really good live album. Like I said before, I don't like this live album as well as the Fandango. This is all their hits and stuff. The Fandango was just a really raw, early concert, and you're just jamming out. But this is really good too. They still sound good. Even, you know, this was done in 2016, so they're a little older on this. And it still sounds really good. It's got great songs, you know. There's the track list. See if I can get that without some glare here. But that finishes out my Z's there. And so next up, I'm going to do my soundtracks. And then I got a bunch of compilations and weird stuff. I might do one on those. And then I'm thinking about doing maybe my cassettes. Just doing a thing, showing my cassettes. I've got maybe 300 or so. But I got some really good, kind of obscure ones from the 80s that I've held on to. Used to have like thousands and thousands of cassettes, but I've lost them over the years, and I wish I still had them all. But all right, until next time, keep on rocking, everyone. Thank you. Bye.